Welcome. I bid you welcome. John Clauser, Johnny Metal the Meldad, coming to you from a music corner of the world. Well, not exactly, actually. But I wanted to do this little intro video to what you're about to witness here. And it's just a little trip that we took to a place called Old Cahawba, which is not very far from Selma, Alabama. And it's basically it's like almost like a ghost town type of thing. But Old Cahawba was the first state capital of Alabama in the 1800s. And there's still remnants of the town that still is standing, and they're trying to kind of preserve it as best they can because it really is a part of history. And so take a walk with us as we start. All right, so we are taking a little walk here. We are down in Old Cahawba. This is not far from Selma, and we are here at this St. Luke's Episcopal Church. So I'm going to take a little walk to kind of show you what it looks like from the front. I'll do a little back up. Very nice looking wooden building here. I'll have to read up on the history here in just a little bit. This is another side view of the church. We'll be able to go in it probably a little later, but I just kind of wanted to start our little tour from here. And this is the welcome center that we came to first to get the information so we know what to do. Also known as the Kelly House, which was has a history of being moved around quite a bit. So, and then it came back through funding of the folks who were trying to revive the area and keep the history.
Bought it on eBay.
And, yeah, bought off eBay of all things. Yeah, go figure that out. So let's just take a quick look at this. So what we're coming up on here, this is like this was like a street corner. So this is Capitol Street, and over there is Beach Street, and maybe another one. But as you can see, a lot of these roads have been reclaimed by nature. This Capitol Street that we're on now, that we're walking, this is going to lead to an area where the Cahawba River and the Alabama River meet. It's about a half a mile walk. So no, I'm not going to walk. You're not going to be videoing me while all that's going on. So now we'll cross this little bridge here. Not a bridge too far. And we have this little house shack thingy here. I guess it's like oh, it's the bicycle storage area. But anyway, you see how this looks like it could have been an old storage farm or spot. Very nice and peaceful out here, though. And we have another little street thing here. Wow, can't really see anything because it's so molded or mossed over. But so there's another. So this would have been Ash Street, and up here looks like it's a grave plot here. Yeah, a little small cemetery here. Yeah, you can barely read whatever is on the graves. Some of these have been really banged up over the years, but so I thought I'd just take you back here to Capitol Street and just keep walking along here, and you can kind of see just this nice wooded area. Yeah, it's sunny out, but again, it's very quiet other than the birds and nature. And I think I can hear a random plane flying around. So as we're still going up Capitol Street, so we have a couple of streets that we have a couple different cemeteries. One, a new cemetery to the right, a burial ground to the left. And there's also another visitor center in downtown. Like if you go to the right, which will probably eventually, that may be more for driving maybe, but it would certainly be interesting to see these areas as well. So we're coming up on some different stuff here. We have this here sign, Hell in Harness. This talks about when the railroads were new to America and widely accepted steam powered locomotives and all that kind of different thing. But how it tried to help solve the problems here in the state, trying to with transportation. Off to the left here, there's another road that you can go down towards. A little parking area and a little campground, a little picnic site maybe. Let's see, the sign you have over here is working on Walnut Street. So this is apparently Walnut Street was backside of the business district. So you had a lot of labor going on here. And over here you got another wide open fields. You got some kind of a skeleton of a building here at one time. Freshly mowed grass. Old well with unfortunately junk thrown in it. So the structure that we're looking at here was the basically the framework essentially to the original State House. So,
that weird trapezoid shape.
Yeah, the trapezoid shape, which is kind of cool. Don't get those, don't see that very often. Says Cahawba first state capital. This stone marks the site of the Cahawba, selected November 21st, 1818 as the first permanent capital of Alabama. The seat of government remaining here until removed to Tuscaloosa by the legislature in January of 1825. December 13th, 1819, it was fixed as the seat of justice of Dallas County, and so continued until December 14th of 1865. As state capital and as county seat, Cahawba was representative of the best in the life of a great commonwealth erected by the Alabama Centennial Commission and by the citizens of Dallas County, and dedicated November 11th, 1919. And here we have a little time capsule. Centennial time capsule. They're going to open it up in another 19 years. So there you go. Here we're coming up on another sign here. Footprint of a church. This was originally where the St. Luke's Episcopal Church that we started, and this is where it originally was before it was moved. Sometime after 1884, but before 1888. Apparently the original stained glass was rediscovered, which is kind of cool.
Yes, this is one where to get into the water.
So this is like a canoe and boat ranch or ramp coming down into where the end of the Cahawba is, and a little further out it was where it would meet the Alabama River. So here again, I'm just kind of just enjoying the peace and quietness of it, and slipping. So yeah, that got on the video. Got to have a little laugh in here somewhere.
And you're all right.
And thankfully, I did not slip a disc out.
Way to go, DDP Yoga.
Yeah, thank you, DDP Yoga, for that. So here's another little area here where you can kind of see out to the water. Yeah, if we just had a rope, you could get right into the water. Walk along this little dirt road that's back here, and you come to this nice little view. Yeah, very idyllic.
This Alabama River or the Cahawba?
My guess is this might be the Alabama, because I think the Cahawba ended back that way.
Okay.
So I think now this is where it all empties out to. So now we're on this little primitive dirt trail here, and I think here again along to my right is the rivers, and I believe I was wrong earlier saying that this was the Alabama River, where I believe this is actually the Cahawba, and then the Cahawba and the Alabama will meet up a little further up here. All right, so it looks like we're coming up on something here, as I can tell by these big mounds in the ground here. I'm wondering if we're starting to get close to where one of the old cemeteries are. Oh, here we go. I'm not going to try to walk down here, but because that doesn't look very... I don't know how safe this is, but got another really idyllic view here. Oh yeah, look at this. So I'm gonna guess this is, actually I don't know where this is, but
There it is. This is the convergence. There.
yes.
This is where the Alabama and the Cahawba. That's the Cahawba, and this is the Alabama. I think.
Correct. Yes, I think
Right?
this.
Yep. See the map.
Yes.
That's what we're looking at.
Wow.
Yay!
So there you go. So that's where we are now. So this is where Cahawba and Alabama rivers converge. And what a very idyllic sight. All right, so this is where General Lafayette visits the Cahawba. This was all after the American Revolution. So let's see what all we have in here. We have here the hole that once was a row. So this is like a shopping center. Yes, the first shopping center here. Huh. Yeah. So the other thing we're walking up here, these columns that you're seeing here, this was part of the original state building, I believe. Then you have this.
We can live here.
Yeah. Yeah. And this was the house that was, or the shopping center that was referenced in the previous section. Yankees in Cahawba, a New York.
You, John?
Yeah, that would be me. So this is a.
Oh, this is where the mansion was.
This is where a mansion was. So yes.
That's those columns.
Yes.
Gotcha. That's
Yes. So yes, sold the. Yes, this is the Crotchrin, where the Crotchrins lived. Huh. So yes. And now we're kind of coming to the front of this building. All things considered, yes. And then over here, oh, look at that.
Muscles for you, John. Go down there and get some.
Yes, just take a look at this site here. I'm not gonna get too far because you can see there's a ridge here, but here again, look at this view.
Oh, here's the other side. This is where it.
Yeah.
So this is the Cahawba we're looking at right here.
Yes. Yeah, if I wasn't scared to go down that thing, I could see if I can collect me some mussels for dinner tonight.
Yeah. I'm
So
guessing.
it might be a little tough to see, but there's some stones here that looks like it could have been the foundation of the where the shops were here. Let's go to this thing here. Death in the Street. So in 1856, an angry John Bell rounded this corner carrying a large hickory stick. And he passed Edward Preen's fine brick store and continued south down the sidewalk. Under his coat, he carried 2 pistols and a knife. He was not here to shop. So apparently this was where this all this building was, and a tragic moment in the Cahawba history.
Yeah.
So we're going to now take this to the right. We're going to go to Cahawba's burial ground. There's a second North and Oak Street over here. And make sure you can't go hunting. So sorry, Ted Nugent, you can't go hunting back here. No metal detectors, no stuff like that. So you have this nice long path here. So
I feel like we need to sing a song.
I think either that or we're going into, what was that place in the Lord of the Rings? Where they went to meet all the dead ghosts and whatever. Wherever that was.
Darn.
Lord of the Rings fans, help me out with this one. Oh well, we'll come back to it. So here we are, we're coming up on another house here.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I hope there were porches because you're just walking right out and there's nothing to
Yeah.
on top.
So I'm guessing this was a slave house. I guess we'll find out here in just a minute as we get up to this sign over here. Couple signs over here. let's see what we have here. So behind the big house. So this was slave quarters. So that's what this is.
Ah, so not typical,
No.
but in wealthy towns.
Correct. Apparently this was remodeled a little bit over the years, but yeah, originally columns were removed in 2017, remodeled after a fire. All right, so let's see what's over here on this side. Ah, the Duke of Cahawba. Okay, here we go. So lots of pecan trees, or
Oh yeah, I see them.
or pecan trees, yes. So they have that. All right, so here we are at the Cahawba's African American Cemetery. So we're still talking the South and after the Civil War, so you still have segregation. So so along this area is where the segregated part of the cemetery was. On the other end of where this is where the white cemetery is. So now we're going to head into yeah. Now I'm not gonna film all of these because I do want to be respectful of where we are. But
Slaves and 3 slave houses.
I know this is mostly so wooded and foresty here, but you know, we're walking through a burial ground here, and it really does make you wonder what this area was like before it got taken over by nature. This is definitely one of the most remotest burial ground cemeteries I've ever been in. And we've only passed about 5 of the markers. I think there's a total of 8, if my memory serves me correctly. 10. So we have a few more to go. We have 6 coming up, and looks like a fresh arrangement's been put on there.
And this other one says that Ezekiel, no, Andrew. His mother Celie was the cook and ran the house for the Kirkpatrick family.
Yeah. And then this is the last of the markers that were on the thing.
Correct, yes, unless there's something on the back, I don't think so.
Yes, unless there's more. All right, so we are at First North and Oak. We are coming up to the downtown section of Old Cahawba. So let's see what this building here is. Actually, a couple of buildings here. All right. Downtown Los Angeles and Birmingham, it is not. Who lived here? This would be the Fambro family who lived here, and the Arthur family. We saw the Arthurs mentioned in the burial ground.
Yeah, a former slave family owned it.
Former slave family, yes.
Cool.
Ooh, look at that. Look at that old Berg. yeah. Very cool.
Oh.
All right, so now we're going to take this little trek to this face well, which is thankfully is not very far up this trail.
Hallelujah.
Especially since it decided to start drizzling. Yay! Unfortunately, is it really cooling it off? No. Look at that tree though.
Wow.
Look at just this, again, just this open area.
Oh, that's where we would have crossed from over there, if you see it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Across the field.
That's very true. This area has so many different streets that have been taken over by nature. So we stayed on paths that were more like for dirts or for, dirt paths or just cars and stuff or bikes. And this is the face well that.
Oh yeah, it does look like a face.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you can see here, 1852. There's that. All right. Cool. So here we are. We are back where we started, here at the St. Mark's Episcopal Church, or St. Luke's Episcopal Church. And we're going to see if it's actually open. He said it was, the lady was going to open it up, so we're just going to go on this ramp. There's another little trail over there, which we did not go through. We can get in and out of the rain for just a few minutes. This way we can conclude the tour of Old Cahawba here in this church. I know some other people went in ahead of us. Yeah, that was awesome. The whole entry stuff is really cool. Looks like a boat on the inside. It looks like an upside down boat, What a friend we have in Jesus. All our sins and griefs to bear. What a privilege to carry everything to God in prayer. Oh, what peace we often forfeit. Oh, what peace we bear. Oh, because we do not carry everything to God in prayer. I hope you enjoyed this little walk through Old Cahawba. This is a piece of forgotten history in the state of Alabama that folks really ought to come to see. It's pretty cool to see. So, John Clauser, Johnny Metal, the Metal Dad. Rock forever, y'all. Enjoy the scenes of Old Cahawba. So here we are at the tail end of our trip. We're actually going to head towards the Edmund Pettus Bridge here in just a minute. But we just came to Lannie's Barbecue here in Selma. Oh my goodness. If you're in Selma, look up Lannie's Barbecue. Amazing. We had small and large pork plates with their okra, because I'd read somewhere that their okra was out of this world, and it really was. The pork barbecue was amazing. Highly recommend you come to this place to go check it out and enjoy a wonderful meal. Wonderful staff. They were so friendly, so nice. Nice, clean place. Really enjoyed this food. Definitely check it out. John Clauser, Johnny Metal, the Metal Dad, saying rock forever. Come on down to Selma. Get you some Lannie's barbecue.